officially gave up.
When I woke up and saw it was in fourth place, I was texting. It was like, wow. Makes it even worse. He was giving up.
Captain by a hook with the red beard. Captain by a hook with the
One because
red
of that last pick from Jameis. Not the pick six. The last pick in the end zone with 30 seconds left.
1.2 points to knock you in the playoffs. You hate to see it.
Oh, bro. I honestly, I swear to God, on my life, bro, and I'm live and so the world can hear this. Slapping the shit out of Jameis Winston if I ever see him. Slapping the shit out. All this man has to, like, bro, we ain't got to get into it. Everybody saw the game. Jameis Winston, just know that cost me any hope of any fantasy success. But anyway, man, it's Thursday, baby. I'm talking to you. They can't see you. They can hear you. Might as well just throw you on the damn camera. It's Captain by a hook, baby. The red beard.
We butchered that today.
Stare down sports, stare down greatness. My man, JCP with me. Jaden Chandler Parnell. Effa intro. Hella game.
Bowling my way through the intro.
We got conference championships going on this weekend in the collegiate gridiron.
What?
And we got things heating up in the NFL as there's 5 games left till the playoffs.
Week 14, right? So we got 4 weeks. Week 18's last week. Wow. Whoa.
I think it's 5. I think this is week 13.
It might be. Did I do it again? I might have. It's week 14. We're good. Thank God. No, literally like a week ago. Not like a week or two ago. I put the wrong week up, and then I came on your show. It's like, God damn. Did a whole show not even knowing. No, that's crazy. Yeah, we got 4 weeks left. Wow.
Nah, yeah, somebody asked me yesterday,
what time to be
like,
alive?
playoffs coming up, huh? I was like, playoffs? What the fuck is he talking about, bro?
Yeah, college football playoffs, they start soon, yeah.
Said, football? He said, yeah. I said, oh, I guess they are soon. I guess.
Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, they start in a month. That's insane. Wow. That just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, man, got 4 more Sundays left with Sky Hansen.
Oh, bro.
Make a grown man cry.
Corner, bro. I'm already making my bracket.
I was about to say, I'm going to blink twice and have to put away my bowling shoes.
Hey, now. But, man, so much to go to, so much to go through.
I
forgot to ask you how you was doing. But, man, what's the game you're most excited about this weekend, just in championship weekend, college football?
Mainly for the implications, SMU Clemson. But personally for me watching, Army Tulane, just because of Army futures we've had all season and just like the Army ride we've been on, I think that's going to be a personally fun game for me. But SMU Clemson, that's going to be the game to watch this weekend because SMU, they either have to win it or keep it close to get in. Because if they lose by I think most of the experts I listened to, they said about 14. If they lose by, I think, 13, 14 plus, and it gets, really ugly, there's a chance they just get bounced out. Clemson's in. Alabama comes in from the back door. And that's if Clemson wins this. If SMU wins this, Clemson's out, Alabama's in. It's that simple. So this is going to be a fun game. Clemson's going to be fighting for their damn lives to keep their hopes alive.
So
and at the same time,
no chance to make it to the playoff.
No. They do. They just have to they have a really good chance. They just have to win or keep it close, pretty much. If they lose and keep it close, they're probably going to stay in because the committee doesn't want to start precedents where they just keep out conference. They don't want to punish teams for being in the conference championship. The only way they really don't make the playoffs, in my opinion, is they lose by 30 or 40. That's in my opinion. I just said 14 just to kind of keep it relatively recent. But if they lose by 14, I think they'll be okay. If it's 25, 30, and they just get absolutely dog walked by Clemson, I think committee's going to be okay, we aren't going to do that because we have precedent with TCU. The year TCU, they lost in their conference championship. Committee left them at 3. So we've seen it before. It's just, that's going to be a fun one because if SMU loses, it opens up the door for any possibilities, but I think they should be safe.
What do they say? Ride, pony, ride?
I actually don't know. I know they're the Mustangs.
Pony up or something?
I know Denver's Broncos country, let's ride. So I know SMU probably did. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Broncos country. Let's ride. Shout out Russ, man.
Yeah, shout out to Russ, dog. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Really, shout out to Russ, bro. I still
Boy
can't get the
balling.
taste out my mouth, and I wish I would have been able to because I bet the Steelers every weekend my whole life until this season, and this is the season I should have bet them the most. So there
Yeah,
go my
crazy.
dumbass.
They've been stupid successful. It's insane. Mike Tomlin, a winner.
Coach of the year? Nah.
Yeah,
Should
nah.
be? Probably.
Probably, yeah. I second that, but I don't know. There's honestly, I hate to say it, there's actually a lot of really good candidates for Coach of the Year this year. Honestly,
Nah, yeah, there's
so many
about 5 that
deserving.
I think really, really.
So many deserving, yeah. And it's for it's going to go to the 6th. We already know it.
Oh yeah, yeah. John Gannon. Who? No, I'm playing. I don't even know if his first name's John.
It is, but I think it's John. I think he goes by Jonathan. I think he has the
Oh,
honest at the
yeah, don't
end.
shorten it. One of those guys.
Yeah,
I got
he
you.
might be. I don't know. I don't know if he's a John Gannon type of guy though. So we gotta might be something to get an
Now that I
insider with
picture
in
his face,
Arizona.
I can't. He seems he doesn't seem worthy of the shortening.
I was about to say in my head, I put John Harbaugh and then him next to each other. And it's like that's a
All right,
Jonathan. He's a
that's
little
a
young.
Jonathan. Yeah, that's a Jonathan. Hell yeah. Well, my
He's gonna
man.
grow up a few years and then get the John.
Yeah. You gotta get some more respect in the world. Man, go ahead and just take us through, because I'm gonna be honest. For the first year of my life, I've ignored college football. I have no idea what's going on with any of this stuff outside of anything you told me all week. Run us through these
Oh,
conference
yeah.
championships. Take it wherever you want. The board, the world, and the listeners are yours.
I'm gonna burn through it because I'll admit there's these are all. I mean, you can see the spreads: 3.5, 4.5. The only one that's moved so far is Jacksonville State from 3.5 to 4.5. 5.5. Miami dropped from 2.5 to 1.5. Miami of Ohio. 2.5, 2.5, 5.5, 2.5, 3.5. So I think me saying that these are going to be great games I think it's reasonable to say there's not really too many big spreads. We got 2 5-point spreads, and that's about it. But I'll admit there's some games I don't know about. Like I'll be completely honest with you. These games are so close to the point where I have a side that I like, but I'm not going to be shocked if the other team wins. It just feels like that week too, like especially for the NFL once we get there. One of those weeks where it's like feel like I'm seeing the board really good, but at the same time, it's like if I go like 1-15, it'd be like, oh yeah, not shocked by that either. For being honest, it's just one of those weird weeks, man, where it feels like championship season. It feels like
It is.
something's in the air. I don't know what it is fully, but started off Boise State 3.5-point favorites. Hate that hook, but it's probably going to be a 4-point game for being honest. So I'm going to take Boise with the 3.5. I have a way around this that we'll talk about here in a minute, but I don't mind the Boise 3.5. I wasn't able to get good odds on anything really Ashton Genty wise or anything that I like. So something that I found that was a little bit interesting. Ashton Genty to score 2 touchdowns minus 175. Boise State money line. It was plus 107 yesterday. Now today is plus 104. I'm not the biggest fan of two-leg stuff, but these are two things that like odds are just shit. Let's be honest. Minus 170, minus 184. Put them together, they're plus 100. Don't mind that at all. And pretty much, I think Ashton Genty's probably going to score twice if you think Boise's going to win. So that's something I'll lean there. And then receiving wise for Heisman, hey, he has a chance. Really quickly talking about Heisman odds since we're kind of on his topic. Moved from plus 2,300 to plus 1,500 over the last few days. So if you're able to get a sprinkle on that, plus 2,300 and he happens to beat Travis Hunter, it's going to be pretty nice for us who had Travis Hunter as well. So it's going to be nice. I was just say it's going to be nice for some of these Heismans because your boy has it on Hunter and Genty, and hopefully some of the viewers were able to jump in on that as well because we're looking great right now, people. But shout out Ashton Genty for real. This is a really good chance because I think most of the Heisman ballots are submitted, if not already submitted. So this is just the last chance to like give that last little push, maybe if they aren't. And then Ricky White over 76.5 receiving yards for UNLV. If he gets over 5 receptions, this number hits. If it's under 5, it's only hit one time this season. That was like week 2. So if he gets over 5 receptions in this game, I like the chance for the over to hit there. Jacksonville State, Western Kentucky. After watching the game last week, watching it back, I think this matchup was going to be happen guaranteed, or I think Western Kentucky might have won their way in. Not 100% sure, but going into the rematch, minus 4.5, give me Jacksonville State. I think they're just going to win this game huge. And Rich Rod is getting talked about potentially going. There's rumors about him going back to West Virginia again. A lot of stuff going out there. So this is a really good statement chance for. I think Jacksonville State would now win it back to back as well. And let's be honest, this is a big vibe thing for us. We've been on Jacksonville State a lot this year. Beginning of the year, kind of kicked their ass a little bit. Weren't the best. End of the year, it was just
they turned it around.
Winner. They didn't cover in the conference championship game, obviously, because they lost to a 53-yard field goal. I mean, hey, we're going to lose to a 53-yard field goal to a college kid in Conference USA. Take my damn money then, man, because I can't predict that. But I do like Jacksonville State to cover the 4.5 in this game. Moving on, Army, 5.5 over Tulane. This is another one of those. We've taken them all damn season. We got some futures on them. We get them plus money for one more game. And is Tulane recovered from that loss? I mean, that loss to Memphis was hey, you aren't making the college football playoff now, kids. And I don't know if these kids will be able to bounce back from that fully versus a team in Army that's, hey, you win this game and Boise State loses, some chaos happens. Like a group of 5 team has to make the college football playoffs. And there's a chance that I think Army gets in over UNLV just based on their body of work. So I like Army plus 5.5 here. Love the money line. Touchdown scores, it sucks because Bryson Daly's my boy, and he is minus 220. That's ass. So we're going to go to my second boy, Kanye Udo. This has moved from plus 170 now to plus 160. He is a really good running back. Army's second best player behind Bryson Daly. I see both those two scoring. If I had to do anything, I'm probably going to do Bryson Daly, 2 touchdowns. Kanye Udo, anytime touchdown. Those are both solo, by the way. And then Army money line. And we're going to sit nice. And I might even make a little nasty parlay and put that together. I haven't checked what the odds on that are, but that's something that's very tempting, personally, just for me. I don't recommend parlays, but I might do it just going to bet them all solo anyway. Might as well have a little fun, put them all together. Miami of Ohio, minus 130 on the money line.
Real quick before you move on.
Go for it.
Tulane's heart, it's on the gate outside. It's gone from their body. They done.
Yeah, it felt like.
I don't even think they cleaned their uniforms after that game. They gonna just put them back on dirty.
Yeah, that's personally. I mean, as a college kid himself who was lost in the playoffs to end his career, that's a little bit different as well. But I mean, that's a heartbreaking loss. And they're like, damn, we just go. I mean, like bowl game's cool and all that, but it's like college football playoffs. Like that's something like national championship. That's something Tulane probably didn't even think about at the beginning of the season. And then they had it right in their grasp, and they just weren't able to. Weren't able to capitalize.
I wish that game was on a Saturday. That game being on Thanksgiving made it 10 times more special.
Yep.
For New Orleanians, and it ruined the dessert. I'll tell you that.
And the worst part about being on Thanksgiving is that went from they probably would have covered the 14 on a Saturday to, oh shit, anything can happen now because it's a prime time spot for college football. Man, shout out to Green Wave though. They've had a great season. Just sucks that. I mean, they get a conference championship chance, but man, Miami of Ohio, the Battle of Ohio, playing Ohio. How many times can I say Ohio? Miami of Ohio, minus 130 on the money line. Another team where if you jumped on the train with me about 4 weeks ago, we took them plus 200 to win their conference championship. They've had a pretty good run to this point now, so we're in a great opportunity where I kind of explained on my show, I'm in a perfect hedge opportunity, so I'm going to take the Ohio money line, but personally also I'm going to bet the Miami of Ohio money line. I think they truly can win this game, and this has been, with how wild the MAC has been this year, this has been one of the few teams that's consistent. Blaine Gabbert coming back. Ooh. It's the brother, so it might not be Blaine. I think Blaine's the older brother that played in the NFL. Other Gabbert. Damn, that's tough. Thought I had that pulled. But other Gabbert, they believe this is his last season coming back from an injury in his leg last season. So this would just be an ultimate shout out Cody Rhodes, finish your story moment for Miami of Ohio if they're able to win the MAC title here. And it'd just be a great win for them. So I'm on that team. Arizona State minus 126 on the money line, which is kind of weird. That's minus 126 on the money line for a minus 2.5. But Miami of Ohio is a minus 130 for minus 1.5. It goes to show you anything can happen in the Big 12. I'm going to be taking Arizona State this game just for the vibes.
Yeah.
That's all that. That's all I got.
Shout out to University Street, Rural Road, McClintock, all the way down to 48th. You heard me? Nah, I'm playing.
Hey.
Nothing about that Tempe living. Shout out to the Chuck Box.
For real, shout out Tempe. Shout out Tempe, man. They've had an awesome season. Cam Scatterbo minus 310 to score a touchdown. So that might be a fun little. I don't think it does because I thought I did it yesterday, but we'll see real quick. Cam Scatterbo, now it's 320. No way it does it. Plus 100, Cam Scatterbo anytime touchdown, Arizona State money line. he's for sure going to score for them. I mean, that's like, I don't want to say that's damn near guaranteed, but if he doesn't score for them, they aren't winning the game. So the fact that that's plus 100, I'm probably going to be placing a wager on that relatively shortly. It might even be as the show's live, because that's something I didn't even realize that was plus money. That's okay now. But yeah, Arizona State, really like them against Iowa State, but like I said, this is the Big 12, so anything can happen. And I believe if Arizona State wins, though, they should pass up Boise and end up getting a bye, I think, potentially. Because it's just, I don't think if they let Boise get the bye with how they played in the Mountain West. I'm not going to do that whole thing, though, but I mean, that's a lot of people's arguments. Like, they played in the Mountain West, and it was 6-6 in the conference. But you can counter that with saying they almost beat an Oregon team who's number 1 in the country. So, I mean, it goes both ways, but I just feel like it being college football, Alabama's going to get in the playoffs. Boise State's going to be a 12 seed. And I would love to be wrong, but this is the first
thing
game.
About narratives and stats, man. You can make it fit your story. Anybody can.
Yeah, it's stats play both sides, man. They ain't loyal, man. Georgia, Texas, -2.5. I'll admit, I got no damn clue in this game. I took Texas last time. I want to take Texas this time because there's no way they lose twice, right? And I'm not going to lie to you. We talked about a pre-show. I'm not going to get into it because, yet again, this is a college kid, but I didn't like what I saw out of Carson Beck on the internet. I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, and I'm not talking about that picture. I'm talking about the video of him in football. There's a picture going around of Carson Beck, too, that I don't know if you know about. Ooh. Let's just say
about Carson Beck is he's a Snapchat thotty.
Yep, that's what it was. To be fair, that has to be an old picture. I mean, I'm not gonna act like I investigated it, but man, that was wild to accidentally scroll upon me. Oh, what the hell? So yeah, I want to take Texas here, but at the same time, Quinn Ewers, man, not the biggest fan of him either. Yeah, this is probably going to be.
Don't put Arch Manning in no damn game.
He's going to play a lot more snaps because I'll admit, hey, you know what happened? They put Arch Manning in the run a little bit. He got a little bit of edge. The boys were juiced, and hey, guess what? Quinn Ewers all of a sudden didn't have as much of a limp and started to play a little bit better. So you're definitely going to see Arch Manning in this game again. And
you're not, bro. I mean, it's like you just said, the body language from his teammates shows we believe we can win with this kid on the field.
Yes. And I just don't know, man. It's just a weird thing with Texas. Like, Quinn Ewers is good. Don't get me wrong. He's a good quarterback, but we need Arch. You want Arch.
Yeah.
But no, it's I'll admit I can't decide this game because of that. It's impossible for me to decide because I don't know. I'm probably just gonna watch it live. And then another example of Texas 2.5 -140 heavy juice. Arizona State -126 no juice.
Yeah.
This goes Big 12, man. But no, I just also is Texas really gonna win the SEC in its first year over Georgia?
Honest, bro, you can't do it, but you can't bet Georgia either. At least,
dude, I know.
I kind of like the over though, but who knows, bro?
I don't mind the over either, but at the same time, yeah, watch this be like a 24-20 game. You're sitting there like, what in the fuck? Because Texas defense has been pretty good lately. Another game, I'll admit, I don't know anything truly about. Louisiana, Marshall. Check out Stare Down Sports. I'm for sure going to have a bet on this game eventually, but yeah, I need to do more research.
Cajuns.
I want to take the Raging Cajuns. I lean them because they're the favorites, obviously, but I don't know. I'll be honest. I got nothing that one. I need to do more research. This game, though, this is a good game. Clemson, 2.5-point dogs to SMU. Another -130 on the money line for -2.5. Same as the Miami of Ohio money line. Crazy. But SMU, man. Be an awesome win for the program. First year in the ACC. Clemson needs this win for their playoff lives.
This is playoffs, bro. Like, I'm not watching. I'm already on the verge of not watching. But Clemson and Alabama's in the playoffs, bro. What are we doing?
Man, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take SMU in this game though. I just don't like Clemson's body of work fully. SMU, I've liked a little bit more of what I've seen from them ever since they switched quarterbacks from Preston Stone. Man, this is gonna be a good game. I would not be shocked if Clemson won. I really don't want to see them in the playoffs either, honestly, but I wouldn't be upset if they made it, but I think much rather see SMU in this case. Man, shout out to biggest crazy thing though. Shout out to Miami, to you, losing 2 games very late in the season that basically just bounced them from the playoffs. That's college football for you, man. That's crazy. Because definitely at the beginning of the season, I mean, they're -400, -1,000 making playoffs. Everyone thinks you're going to do it, and all of a sudden, That train came off the tracks really quick, huh? Last game of the week, though, Oregon, 3.5 points over Penn State. Thought this game would be at like 6.5-ish.
Oh,
Makes me think that they want you to bet Oregon at 3.5. And you know what? If they're trying to set a trap, and that, let's just put this is the, well, if there's cheese on that trap, I'm a goddamn mouse. Give me that damn cheese. Give me Oregon minus 3.5. I don't get why it's 3.5. I don't trust James Franklin. That's a big thing. I just don't trust James Franklin. It's not a home game for Penn State, though, so they might have a chance now. It's going to be in Indy. Kind of want to go to this game. No tickets going to be way overpriced. So I'm probably not going to go to this game. Just watch at home. But
$800 for tickets and
for a nosebleed. Yeah, for a nosebleed.
The top tickets and 2 Cokes.
And for that, I can't wait to see our tiny Jumbotron. We need to get a bigger Jumbo. I'm not going to get on that. I agree. We need a bigger Jumbotron. Anyway, though, Oregon minus 3.5. I do like them. I think they're going to win this game. But I know they've been playing a little bit worse lately, but I just can't get my head around Penn State. They've almost lost games to Minnesota, almost lost games to a few of these teams that they barely beat towards the end of the season. If Oregon shows up how they should, and they're going to win this game big. Some other stuff I like in this game, though, Tyler Warren, anytime touchdown, minus 120 for the Penn State. He's just their do-it-all tight end. I mean, they're going to have to get him in the end zone. You feel like get your star players in the end zone, and then Tess Johnson plus 110 anytime touchdown for Oregon. I don't mind the running back for Oregon either. Just the odds are huge, so I'd rather just find some decent odd stuff, especially after I'm taking all these minus 130s and minus 120s. I just want something that's plus to make me feel okay.
Yeah. Nah, I like Oregon minus 3.5. I like Oregon by 1 million. I also like Oregon team total over 26.5. I think Oregon
like that.
38 in this game, and Penn State stays around 20-24.
I can see that. I definitely could see that. And before we finish with this, I just want to talk about the college football playoff bracket real quick. So as of right now, the projections just going into to the conference championship weekend, so people have an idea. Oregon's your first seed with a bye. Texas is your 2 seed with a bye. SMU's the 3 with the bye. Boise State's 4 with the bye, and then 5 you got Penn State playing 12, Arizona State. 8 Ohio State playing 9 Tennessee. Blech. 4 Notre Dame playing 11 Alabama, and then you got 5 Georgia playing 9 Indiana. That's going to be an interesting college football playoff. Obviously, this could change because if Georgia wins, there's a good chance they're going to the 2 seed. Texas is going to drop to the 5 seed. And there's a lot that could change, but those are just the teams you're looking at. First team's out, Miami. Second team's out is Ole Miss.
Mississippi.
Yeah, Ole Miss ain't making the playoffs.
I've been hearing them cry all week.
They ain't making the playoffs. Let's be real. It's going to be Alabama, SMU are fighting pretty much for that last spot. And it's a scenario where Clemson wins by more than like 20 or 30. SMU is probably out. Alabama's in. If SMU wins, Alabama's in regardless. If Clemson wins by like 2 or 3, I think Clemson and SMU potentially are in. Alabama, it's been nice knowing you. We'll see you next year.
Now, I saw Ole Miss license plate at the gas station yesterday. Gave the guy a big old smile. Nice license plate, man. Yeah. You mother. But, man,
we should be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Why is Indiana in? They only win 11-1 and beat a Michigan team that beat Ohio State.
No chance. Man, you got me juiced, man. You got me a little more excited about some of these damn games for sure. I'm excited about ASU, and I'm backing the truck up for Oregon.
Yeah, that Oregon one's hopefully one where it's like halftime you get the vibes of, oh yeah, they about to pull away. That's going to be best case scenario. It's about halftime you're like, yeah, it's about to be over. Third quarter, you can go to bed happy. That's the plan. Mm-hmm. Shout out Oregon, man. Shout out Dan Lanning. I can't wait.
Hell yeah, man. It don't get no better than that.
Until you get to Sunday, baby, and then it gets even better. They're actually
the big boys. Next week, I do want to talk to you with some NFL picture stuff. I'm not mentally prepared to go there yet.
Let's do it.
And I know next week, I believe there's. See, I think there's 5 games left.
If you count this week, yes.
Yeah, all right.
Because there's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. I counted this week as finished pretty much.
I got you. Yeah.
Yep, so there's 5 weeks. Technically, there is 5 weeks left, but yeah. No, I love it, though, because it's to the point where if you look at some of the division standings, their team's gone, man. They hey, you got no fucking shot. Like the Dallas Cowboys, you ain't up here anymore. Jacksonville Jaguars. Shout out to them for Trevor Lawrence and I are going to miss the rest of the season.
Who
You ain't up here anymore. Hey, who told you that the Jacksonville Jaguars were going to be bad this year? If y'all would have listened, y'all would have known. I mean, that was the one team that I was like adamant about. Like, I don't get what the media sees in this team. I didn't think they'd be this bad, but
you didn't hear the owner before the season?
No, that's why I did, and that's why I said. Because you know what? After doing some more research and according to some sources, it's probably his damn son that told him that shit. And he's like, you know what? You're damn right. Because did you hear Doug Peterson? They came out and did you see that interview about him when they were asking him about that? Like, yeah, your owner came out and said the Jaguars had one of the best rosters ever on paper, and you just see this is Doug Peterson goes, just kind of pops up his eyes, he looks back, and he's like, was that you that? He's like, no, I didn't tell him that. Like immediately. They asked him like, was you that said that? He's like, oh, no, I didn't say that. And then they asked him another question. You see him like want to give her answer. He's like, everything's on the table right now. Like that boy's gonna get fired at the end of the season. I don't even know why they're keeping him on at this point. If I'm being honest, Jacksonville's a mess, man, and it's too much meddling from the owner. And the more I see that the son is the football operations, we don't have to get too deep, but if you see all the stuff on the internet about how bad his wrestling company is in AEW.
Oh yeah.
If all that stuff's true about that, kind of makes sense why the Jaguars can't get over that hump with all this talent.
No, yeah, we don't gotta talk wrestling, but I follow wrestling more than I follow football, bro. And AEW going down, baby.
From the stuff I'm seeing as well, a little bit, it's ain't looking too good for them. They had their run, though.
Most talented Jaguars roster ever, starring Trevor Lawrence, Gabe Davis, Travis Etienne,
Tank Bigsby, Evan Ingram.
My goodness. Growing up, Jaguars had a nice squad, man. Fred Taylor days, Mark Brunell days.
Fred Taylor was nice.
David
Garrard.
Yeah. A little cannonball. Next week we definitely talk some playoff stuff.
Sorry, I had to throw him in there. I had to throw in the GOAT, Maurice Jones-Drew.
He had a nice 3-game season.
Shout out the OG muscle. Shout out the OG muscle hamster.
Man, let's move into this week though.
Yeah, but I'm excited. Playoffs upcoming. It's gonna be fun. And we can start off with the banger tonight, man.
Now this might be the game that I'm most excited about all weekend, and it's on a Thursday night. 9-3 Packers taking on the 11-1 Lions. Man, everything in me is gonna be on these Packers plus 3.5, and everything in me is terrified. Packers plus 3.5. Why don't you say that? Plus 3.5 on the road. Total set at 51 in the hook here. Only thing that does worry me is Packers, man. They hadn't been getting the ball in the end zone the last 6 weeks. Stalling drives, field goals. They've been winning, but they haven't been scoring a lot. And then you look at the other side, Lions. They're crawling at this point on both sides of the ball.
Dude, their defense. I think they're getting some guys back, but they've had up into the Bears game. At the end of the Bears game, they had 9 of their 11 starters out. I mean, at a certain point, that's going to affect you. I think I took Lions money line on my show. Like I gave it out, but I'm like, I'm not betting this. This is going to be. I won't lie to you. I have a lot of stayaways this weekend because this is the first weekend in a while for the NFL for me where I'm looking at like too many just bad numbers, like 3.5. Like teams I like where the like minus 3.5. I'm not taking the 3.5, especially after last week with CJ Stroud and the Texans and that bullshit the way in the game, that hook that didn't cover. We're taking these 3.5s a lot more seriously if the NFL is just going to be dumb or not dumb, I guess, but these books are going to be silly. I'll be a little bit more respectful. They're going to be silly and give me all these silly numbers, and I'm just going to try to be a little bit more responsible. So, yeah, like I said, the 3.5, because I think the Packers legitimately have a shot to win this game because of how banged up the defense is for the Lions. I'm not going to bet the damn Packers either. Just like you said, I'm sick of betting on them and losing by them not covering either. So it's just one of the situations, if anything, I'm probably going to, hate to say it, but I'm probably going to tease them, get them like to 10 or like 9.5, maybe 10. Be kind of okay with that. I hope they keep it close. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? What am I doing? Let me just go to the props. So then we're going to go to the props.
Yeah, no, you can give out your props in a second. My last thought on this is looking at a banged up Lions defense against a Packers offense that's average, above average.
When they're good though.
Yes. And then I'm looking at this Packers defense thinking they can stabilize the Lions offense a little bit. I think the Packers, like you said, they got to definitely have a chance to win this game. I'm taking the plus 3.5 and hoping their defense. I mean, we've seen Goff throw 5 turnovers and 5 picks in a game this season. I don't know why I can't talk this morning. So it's not out of the ordinary for my head Goff to have a not even an off game, but just not a great game. You know?
Yeah, no, sorry. I was as you're talking, I was about to say Jared Goff to throw an interception plus 116. Jordan Love to throw an interception minus 168. That's what got me laughing because I was going to give out both of them. It's like, oh, that's the Lions.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
might as well just take the Lions money line at that point if you're going to take him to throw an interception.
Yeah.
No, but some stuff I do kind of like. This number's moved. Oh, it's moving against me. I had it at 64.5. Now it's 65.5. Ooh. Jahmyr Gibbs over 65.5 rushing yards. It's just been good. I mean, the 50 to 60, not even the 50, like the 60 to like 68 range has been a blessing this year for Jahmyr Gibbs. Feels like the perfect number for him. The only thing that does scare me is David Montgomery's hurt last week, hurt week before. Do they give Jahmyr Gibbs a lighter load this week because he's had a heavier load the last 2 weeks? That's my only fear because they truly do have two of the best running backs in the league, so they can just at whatever point just be like, hey, Gibbs, you're good this week. But to be fair, he also only scored 10 fantasy points this week, so I feel like they're going to get him a little bit more involved because if he only scored 10, it means he didn't score a touchdown, and he probably only rushed for about like 70 yards. So we got to get that fixed.
I'm going to go conspiracy theory against you just because of the social media posts. Posting the picture of all the slang, all the lingo.
Reverse conspiracy theory. What if they did that on purpose?
Nah.
Yeah, that was a very interesting look. Very interesting look, but hey, you know the good old adage, afford who you can afford to be.
Hey.
Jahmyr Gibbs doing that? You ain't getting the first touchdown, Jahmyr. You ain't getting the second, Jahmyr.
Say, I don't give a damn if you got to give it to a right tackle.
That'd be
ain't
awesome.
Going to Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, watch for Penei Sewell to throw a touchdown this week. I mean, you could definitely be right about that though. I do think that Dave Montgomery is definitely in play because of that reason as well. I also like both quarterbacks are over 1.5 passing touchdowns, especially Jordan Love because of the defensive issues that the Lions have. But I think you get them both at decent odds. So it's like, why not? Let me just take both. Sorry, I thought I had it up. I accidentally moved away from it. Player passing touchdown, 1.5 minus 118, 1.5 minus 128. For both of them, not horrible at all, and I think both of those are very doable. And the last one I got for this game, Tim Patrick over 23.5 receiving yards. Gave it on Thanksgiving, hitting the first play. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. But I just think the way the wide receiver room works, Jameson Williams does anything stupid to get himself in trouble again. Tim Patrick immediately just becomes the second target. And even then, last week, he was kind of the second target. When he gets involved, I mean, basically, we're just looking for 2 or 3 targets. If he gets over 2 or 3 targets plus, he's going to hit the over. And that's basically what we're looking for there. Man, shout out to Jameson Williams, though, real quick for that issue last week. I mean, what a silly boy.
Silly boy. The Jaguars, 2-10, baby. They're traveling to Tennessee. The Music City taking on the Titans. Titans -3 in the hook at home. Total set at 39.5 here. No way in HE double hockey sticks do the Jaguars win this game. But I also think there's no way in double HE, whatever the hell. Titans cover a 3.5. I don't think the Titans should be laying 3.5 against anybody in this league. I'm staying away from this game like it's a dog with rabies.
Yes, sir. You couldn't say it any damn better. I am staying the hell away from this game. This, especially being a division game. No Trevor Lawrence. So we're going to have Mac Jones versus Will Levis. Oh, man. Talk about a banger. The only thing that does, I do want to take one bet in this game, but I've about to talk myself off the cliff from it. Nick Westbrook-Akine, anytime touchdown scorer. He is scoring every single week. So this is the week where it feels like he should score the most. And he's probably not going to score because of that reason, because everybody's going to be on him because he's done it for so many weeks now that's the thing that does scare me. But it's also the thing I thought that last week and the week before that. And the week before that, and he scored all 3 of these weeks so far. So maybe there. Other thing to worry about too is the Titans are honestly starting to get very, very injured on defense. And another thing I want to point out about the AFC South, since I might be the expert on this show since I'm around it the most. I remember at the beginning of the year, I said getting rid of Mike Vrabel was very questionable, and building around Will Levis wasn't fully in on it. Nothing against Will Levis, but ownership in the Titans. What the hell are we doing? I still can't get over the fact they got rid of Mike Vrabel. Nothing against Brian Callahan. Not because, like I said, I don't even know if he wants Will Levis as his quarterback, but not a fan of them getting rid of Vrabel. And I think you're starting to see a little bit of the hangover of the culture effect because they brought in an offensive guy to fix the offense, and I don't think much changed. Will Levis has given us some awesome moments, though, and an awesome photo every single game of every single week. So shout out Will Levis. Somebody said, what was it? Somebody said he's a what was it? It was social media. I think it was like a social media star as a quarterback or something like that. Yeah. I forget what the comparison was. I'm like, wow, that is honestly pretty hilarious, and you might be right. I still think my favorite Will Levis moment to end it of the season was him running head down, sprinting after a pick six. He had no chance of catching. I don't know if you've seen that video. No. It's I'm talking. He goes.
You gotta show effort.
And I'm talking. He's like 45 yards away. He's not catching this guy.
Hey, you gotta show the fans you care. Better than Aaron Brooks.
I love Will Levis, man. I hope the Titans keep him around for a while.
I honestly think Will Levis is one of those quarterbacks in a bad situation.
Yeah, 100%.
If he was with Sean Payton right now, he'd be, 300 yards a game, having a damn fool.
It'd be nice. Shout out Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Because he was Sean Payton. So it look nice.
Will Levis, I'm waiting for Tennessee to give up on him, and hopefully he goes to a better situation. Like even Will Levis in San Francisco or something. Like I'm not saying they need to.
I was about to say, imagine him in LA with Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel like a guy who could be behind Stafford?
Definitely think Will Levis has the talent and the tangibles. Just needs to grow up, mature, and get confidence, I think. I think that's the biggest thing people overlook. They get these young rookie quarterbacks. They throw them out there and they get their confidence shot, and then now they walking around on eggshells hoping they don't get fired, and they fucking 20 years old.
I mean, Bryce Young's a perfect example. He had too much going on. They let him sit back, take a view, and realize, oh, holy shit. It's not like because you definitely know he heard all the media stuff. He's like, oh, it's actually not all on me. Our team just fucking stinks.
Yeah.
And now you look at him now, he's a whole completely different man. Confidence is key, man. Development and confidence. That's the biggest things you need to develop. Development and confidence. That could take you a very long way.
No, 100%. You hit it on the nail, Bryce Young. I mean, the other thing is, too, like, these guys be trying to make plays. And this year I see it with Caleb Williams. They could just sit back and look at some film and be like, damn, that 2-yard check down might have went for 20 down the sideline. Mm-hmm. And that's what Tom Brady did the best. He checked the ball down. Peyton Manning made a career of 3 to 7 yard passes that some of them broke for 40, 50. But these kids want to throw the 40, 50-yard ball every play, and they end up getting sacked, throwing picks, and then they shook, I tell you.
Some of them truly are. And then they get to a new situation like Sam Darnold, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, this guy ain't too bad, actually.
You know what I'm noticing? And we ain't got to get into it too much. I was looking at the history books last night. Minnesota. Every time a quarterback historically has gone to Minnesota, all the way back to the Warren Moon days, the Randall Cunningham days, the Kirk, what's your boy's name? Plays for Kirk Cousins days, Sam Darnold. Yeah. They just have a knack for taking these quarterbacks that the league gave up on and going out there and at least having a winnable, decent, great season.
JJ McCarthy's going to be the first one to maybe finally break the mold.
I love it, man. I love it. New York Jets, baby. They're 6.5-point dogs going down to South Beach, taking on the Dolphins. Switch books on you, baby. Keep up. Now.
Oh.
6.5.
You're right. I was going to say, what the hell is this order going? All right, let me adjust real quick.
I saw your face. I was like, oh, yeah, I switched books.
Oh. I forgot about that. Yeah, let me go to the other one. We're all good.
Yeah. Dolphins, 6.5-point favorites at home. Total set at 45. Aaron Rodgers, I heard a rumor like a month ago he wasn't starting no more. I haven't checked on it. Who's the
that came out, but I mean their coach came out literally. Yeah, but their coach literally came out like I think a day or two ago and said he gives us the best chance to win. He's going to be starting going forward. So it could happen like 2 or 3 games from now, but as of right now, I don't see that changing.
I don't know, man. Aaron Rodgers 6.5 just seems like you're giving him too many points.
But then again, if you watched the game last week, it was literally damn, we should have known it. The Seahawks were just going to get beat here, and then all of a sudden that pick six happened, and it's like, wait, how the hell did the Jets lose that?
Yeah, wasn't like
I don't know.
21-6 at some point.
That's 21-0. I think at
Yeah,
one point,
I was
21-3.
kind
Like
of
it
just
was.
checking scores. Yeah,
It was 21-6, and they should have gone up 28-7 or something like that. It should have been over, and then it's not. So it's just one of those things where it's like I'm staying away from this game. I'm going to take Devon Achan's reception over, receiving over, but I'm tired of betting on the Dolphins. I'm sure damn tired of betting on the Jets. So it's just one of those games I can't figure it out fully. So I'm just kind of like, I think I'm good. So I'm just gonna hold off.
yeah. I honestly might never bet on the Jets again the rest of my life just because of this season.
Dude, I literally this season I was the first one because I've past 2 years I believed in Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. I'm like, this is the guy who can change it around. I'm official. It's like, all right, the Jets are just cursed, man. I believe it. Until they have a good season, make the playoffs, I'm just gonna believe like everyone else. Be like, yep, the Jets just stink, and they're always gonna stink.
Yeah, I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers guy. Huge Aaron Rodgers. I'm such a huge Aaron Rodgers guy. I was pissed the Saints ain't get him. Although it wouldn't have worked out, but I was just like, it was some
Yeah.
kind of hope he could come to the Saints. And this was back when we still had Mike Thomas and we had Jarvis Landry, I think. We had as they say, all these weapons. The media loves to say, like they're gonna do something with it. Oh, they have all the weapons. But anyway, yeah, I love Aaron Rodgers. It's a low key heartbreaking what's happening to him. But at the end of the day, F him. I can give a damn.
Hey, Enigma coming out on Netflix. A 3-part docuseries about Aaron Rodgers.
For real?
Yeah, coming out December 17th.
That's dope, man.
It's about, I think, some of his spiritual journey with the ayahuasca stuff, and then some of his recovery from the Achilles and everything. It's a mix of that stuff.
Baby. I don't care what
It's gonna be 50-50 probably. So I'm definitely gonna watch it, but I'm not sure how much football is gonna be in there. That's the only thing.
I'm not.
There'll be some for sure because NFL Films a part of it, but I don't know how much.
Yeah. Atlanta, baby. Hot Atlanta. Or should I say cold as ice, baby.
Revenge game.
I think they've lost 13 in a row. Not sure what's going on down there in Atlanta. Younghoe Koo broke his spirit in New Orleans. Hasn't been the same since. Minnesota, 5.5-point favorites, though. I still feel like that 5.5 is way too big, especially when the Kirk Cousins comeback and slap your mama game is on the horizon. Part of me just feels like Atlanta wins this outright. I feel like Minnesota's been on the edge of the cliff. I feel like they almost lost the last few weeks.
Yes.
They're winning games like 12-6 now, which is a bad sign. And now you got Atlanta coming in with a Kirk Cousins, which, even though I don't think it was ugly leaving Minnesota, still think he wants to come back to the fans and put on the show.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I think it's a revenge game, going to be a fun game. 5 feels like too many points. I'm just staying away. This is another one of those games this weekend that there's too much black magic around it for me to. Because we're very. I'm not going to say I'm very spiritual. I'm not going to be like Aaron Rodgers. Oh yeah, I'm very spiritual. No, like we can feel we can feel vibes in the air. We can feel that stuff in the air. You can feel when there's too much black magic around the game. And there's a very. You can feel it. There's a black cloud like. Stranger Things like cloud just forming over that game, and it's like, man, I don't want to go over there. That doesn't seem like a fun place to be. Man. So no, this is a great live game to catch it. If anything, I might sprinkle Falcons just for the Kirk Cousins revenge game. But at the same time, he threw 4 picks, 2 of them being 2 of the worst picks I've seen this season. Yeah, I mean, it was bad. So it goes to tell you, Achilles surgeries on old quarterbacks up 2-0 in the series. Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Not everybody can beat Tom Brady.
I need your boys this weekend, by the way. Need them. Need them.
100% guaranteed.
The Rizzler.
The New Orleans Saints lose this game. Saints, baby, going to MetLife.
You better not.
I'm just
stress my ass out.
I'm going to be honest with you. They should win this game. I'm going to be honest. Just candid, one-on-one to the world from a Saints fan. They broke me, bro. They just broke me, dog. Man. You lose to the Rams, bro, at home. Anyway, Saints -4.5, taking on the Giants. The New York Football Giants, baby. Tommy DeVito getting the start. Giants +4.5 at home. Saints laying 4.5. I think this is the biggest number the Saints have laid this season, and I don't get it.
Yeah, you can find it 3.5 at the other book. Even then, I don't even know. I might take it because I think they should win this game by 7, but it's gonna be one of those games. I'm gonna put it like this way: I'm gonna bet the Saints minus 3.5. Alvin Kamara's reception over, and Alvin Kamara score a touchdown. And I'm not gonna watch this game anymore. I might even bet Juwan Jones to score a touchdown because Taysom Hill's out. And I'm probably not gonna think about this game. I'm gonna forget I bet on this game, and maybe at the end, if we're lucky, we'll look back and be like, "Oh, hey, I forgot I bet on that. We won." Because I've truly only meant rooting interest in this game because I have the Giants season under, and this is the game that they need to win this game to keep it the over alive, and if they lose it, the under hits. And other than that, yeah, this game is just disgusting. I have no reason to bet on it.
This game's gonna be 13-12. Giants up. 40 seconds left. 3rd and 16.
Especially if they start DeVito.
Derek Carr is gonna roll out to his right. 3rd and 16. Not see anything downfield, and throw the ball out of bounds. 4th and 16. Season on the line. It's just how trash the kid is, bro. I mean, honestly, out of 60% of his dropbacks, that bitch is going in the damn sideline. Throwaways, 60% of the damn time. I don't get it.
Throwaways are usually good, but I feel like if it's 60% throwaways, I mean...
Throwaways, yes. There's perfect times to throwaways. He should have threw that ball away. I get it. But, literally, he looks at his first read, not open, throw that bitch away. Like, sometimes, bro, especially in late game situations, bro, you got to throw that thing up, dog. Give your guy a chance. Like, you could throw it. You could throw a ball that only your guy can catch. You don't have to throw it away every time, bro. Just don't throw the damn thing in triple coverage. You see some single coverage down the sideline, lead the dude 5 yards too far and see if the guy can just do some crazy diving. Like, give the guy a chance, bro.
Yeah. Do you think he's just scared to get hit?
Oh, he's scared to put on a damn uniform, I think. I think he starts shaking as soon as he see the shoulder pads. I mean, the kid's got the yips.
Oh, man. Shout out Derek Carr, man.
Damn, 2 teams that ain't going to make the playoffs for the next decade. Carolina, baby. They're taking on the Eagles this week. Eagles rolling down the damn river. 8 wins in a row. They're laying 12.5 at home against Carolina, who don't look now. Been pretty damn good ATS the last 4 weeks. Bryce Young coming back. 12.5. You think the Panthers have enough juice to hang in there with the big bad Eagles, or you think this thing's going to be a runaway?
They'll hang for a bit, but then I think the Eagles will actually end up running away with it because they beat the Ravens by 12.5, or by obviously they didn't beat them by 12.5. I think they beat them by 12. The spread is 12.5, you jackass. Anyway, they would have beat them by 11.5. Anyway, though, Eagles, I just think they cover this game, if we're being honest. The Panthers are good, but they aren't that good. I think Saquon's going to have a big day again. Only thing that scares me about taking Saquon's rushing over, and then my Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley touchdowns like we usually take, is there's a chance these guys are all sitting by the third quarter because they're up so big. If not, though, I think this is going to be a close game for a decent amount of time, but eventually the Eagles are just going to run with it. Panthers defense won't be able to hold up, I don't think. And, man, very, very excited for this Saquon Barkley. If y'all been listening, y'all been following along, you would have known if you took Saquon Barkley for that season record for the most rushing yards, he's on pace to break it, and it's currently plus 300. So we're looking pretty if we can keep it alive.
Get down to week 17, and he's going to be like, nah, I'm straight. And the whole
That's what scares me.
The entire world is going to
including me.
A man wearing gray sweatpants on the last game of the season with a towel around his shoulder.
No, they won't. They'll just yell at Sirianni. Let's be honest. Let's be real. They'll blame Sirianni. They'll find a way to be like, this motherfucker told him not to play. We hate this guy. He really doesn't want us to be great.
I know.
Even though it's going to be Sirianni, be like, Saquon, please play. Please.
You can get the record, bro. It look good for all of us.
It really looked good for all of us, Saquon. Especially some of us more than others. And I don't mean you. No, I definitely see that being an issue. I mean, shit, he should have scored 2 or 3 touchdowns against the Giants last time they played, and he scored 1 and said, no, let the little kids eat. Let the young men eat.
Yeah.
Too nice of a guy, man.
He's trying to get that ring, bro. He don't give a
He's
damn
got all
about
the
no damn
stats, got all the
record.
accolades. Yeah. He just wants that.
That jewelry, baby. The Browns, maybe the
Famous
craziest,
Jameis.
insane quarterback we've ever seen. Jameis Winston and Cleveland Browns traveling to Pittsburgh. Uh, Steelers laying 6.5 feels a little bit big to me. I mean, this Cleveland Browns offense can score with anybody. They score so much. They usually score 14 points for the other team. That's how much this Cleveland Browns offense puts up on the board. Total sitting at 43 and a hook here. Um, Damn, 6.5. I mean, we just saw Browns plus 6.5 against Denver get ruined. So I can't say it just feels like too many points, but man, it just feels like too many points.
Anytime Jameis is at quarterback, it's a season of giving, man. We got the full Jameis experience on Monday night. Wow, was that a ride? I mean, we're talking 90-yard touchdowns, pick sixes. We talking 500 yards passing. I almost intended to take Jameis Winston's passing over. That's always in play with Jameis. It feels like over 1.5 passing touchdowns for Jameis is plus 130. I think we're going to ride that, even though I know it was a tough game out against the Steelers last time. Might take a Najee score touchdown. Might take an Njoku. We're just going to take the Steelers to win this game by 6.5. I think, especially after losing it last time to the Browns, I just don't think they're going to mess around. I think they're going to win this game by literally 7, honestly. And I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't cover. And to cover our asses, because we'd like to do that around here, the Steelers special is plus 700. So we're going to take Steelers minus 6.5, slide in a little extra ticket on the Steelers special, and hope that at worst, hey, Cleveland Browns are up at halftime. Steelers come back and win it, and plus 700 sitting right there with us, along with the 6.5.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it, bro. This definitely gonna be close game until Jameis throws that pick.
I mean, shit, the Broncos literally covered because he threw a pick six late. And Lord, please take these pick sixes away. He pleaded. That was all. I love Jameis, man. Love Jameis.
How could you not?
You have a good reason to. Understandably.
It's just fantasy. Jameis
Hey,
Winston
you can
was
name for a
5-1. That's the starting quarterback in New Orleans under Sean Payton.
Shout out Jameis, man. Look at the Cleveland offense now versus with Deshaun. You got a decision to make, Cleveland.
Oh, and it ain't hard. Get rid of.
And they're gonna make the wrong one.
Las Vegas, baby. The Raiders. They're taking on the Buccaneers down south in Tampa Bay. Another 6.5 point spread. Bucks laying 6.5 at home. This is 6.5 point spread. I do like a lot. Buccaneers, I think they roll in this game. I think we're looking at 31-10, 28-13. This thing's going to be ugly, though.
Yep, I agree. It's going to be an ugly football game, and not because of the score. It's just going to be the way it goes, especially after playing close against the Panthers last time out. I think they're going to have a little bit of a bounce back and get rolling. Mike Evans receiving over. Mike Evans anytime touchdown. We're going to be taking that for the rest of the season because they've come out and said how much it means to them and the team to get Mike Evans this record and keep it for him. So take Mike Evans receiving over. It's hit now 3 weeks in a row since he came back, I believe. So we'll take it.
Never rooted against one man more. Seattle, baby.
You guys got blood war.
And it's all respect. Hate them. I do get it.
Well,
the kid's talented. The kid.
I still hate him. Anyway, Seahawks.
Seahawks, baby. Seattle. They're going down to Glendale, Arizona, taking on the Cardinals. Part of me feels like Cardinals going to get this thing at home. But part of me feels like Seahawks get their lick back. Seahawks kind of hot. 2 wins in a row. Might be even 3. Plus 2.5 on the road here. Plus 120 on the money line. Total 44 and the hook. Where are you at on this game? Because honestly, this is the one game in my pick'em that I flipped. I don't know. I literally almost went back and changed it, then changed it again, then came back.
Yeah.
I almost even texted you about this game, but I was like, man, I'll talk to him on Thursday. I'm lost here.
This is my 1-point game in pick'em, and we're gonna go with the dogs here. Just 2 weeks ago, Kyler Murray lost the game against this. I mean, they literally had a chance to win. He threw a pick six. And then they drove down the field. They had a chance to score a touchdown to make it close. They kicked the field goal. Yes, that was in Seattle. Now they're home. But my philosophy's changed. When the Cardinals are dogs, like they were last week against the Vikings, they're pretty good. When they're favorites, Shit just don't go right. I'm honestly, and that's not why I'm on the Seahawks. I'm simply on the Seahawks. So I think looking now, Cardinals look like a team that's fading. McQueen's fading. They look like a team that's fading, while the Seahawks are a team that's starting to kind of get it right, man. Their defense balled out, saved them against the Jets. I mean, these red zone turnovers, they got to figure it out. Really slow start against the Jets last week, but they were able to finally get it rolling. I think people are hanging on that first half a little bit too much against the Jets. I'm going to be on the Seahawks plus 120 on the money line. I truly think they win this game. And we're also going to split this up plus 145. Seahawks to win the division. I think this is where they take over. After they beat the Cardinals, they'll be up 2 games on them. And then the only team I think they'll have a chance to get them is the Rams. So if Seahawks win this game, I like them to win the division. So I'm going to be on both of those. And it's just simple fact. I think Cardinals are fading, going the wrong direction just with stuff. And while the Seahawks are starting to get a little bit better, starting to figure stuff out.
I'll say this: Seahawks are getting hot. They win this week. That'll be guaranteed. You can mark my words. You can parlay this if you want. The Rams, Niners, and Cardinals all lose if the Seahawks win, because the Rams and Niners 100% losing this week, and those are the next 2 games we can talk about. Bills, baby.
Yeah.
Taking on the Rams. Bills -4 and a damn half. Give me the 4.5. Give me the Rams getting shot in the damn leg this week, and then we can put them to bed with the headshot.
You talked about backing up the truck, right? We just need to. Bills -4.5. James Cook or Josh Allen anytime touchdown. I will take Cooper Kupp's overs because he had a really quiet week last week, so look for that bounce back there. But yeah, Bills are just too damn good at this point. I'm not going to say they're the best team in the AFC just yet because we do got that team in Kansas City, and I know they haven't been covering, but these 2 things kind of make me a little bit biased on the best team in the AFC. So we're going to still say that, but the Bills been looking really, really good. So the 4.5, this should be no issue for them, especially just the way their defense is playing. When they get ahead, they're just a monster, and the run game's been really good. I also like Ray Davis to score a touchdown. If you like a little dark horse, so I get him in the end zone again. He seems like he's a clear number 2 back for them.
The Rams are just pathetic. They're trash.
They're frustrating.
Wants them to win. We just lost to them, so let me shut my dumb ass up. But this team is horrible, bro. Which just shows how horrible we are. But the Rams, and when I say horrible, you got to think about this in the sense of expectations, potential, and BS media standards. Everybody's screaming Rams to win the conference. Rams to win the conference. I still believe Rams. Shut the F up.
Rams.
This team is not that. This team is closer to the New Orleans Saints and Jacksonville Jaguars.
But they're up to 290 now to win the division.
Yeah. No, people was
chasing. The San Fran moved to plus 1,400.
It's up to 500. They was chasing that shit. This team is no better than the Bears, the Saints, the Jaguars. This is not a winning team. They're 6-6. Lucky wins, horrible losses. Bills, like you said, minus a damn 100. The Bears, they're going to San Francisco, baby.
New coach theory.
49ers. Looking
like ass.
I'm going to be honest with you. There's 3 things in the NFL that makes me smile. The Saints winning, the Cowboys and 49ers losing. And I'm still waiting for the Falcons to just not even be a franchise anymore.
And there's one more you forgot. Ezekiel playing center.
Oh, true joy. That added 5 years to my life, that one play.
That was awesome. If you want me to take the wheel real quick, Bears +4, simply for the fact, new coach theory. Jeff Saturday can beat the Raiders with Matt Ryan and that horrible Colts team. The new coach theory will always prevail for me. I like the Bears to, I guess, for sure cover, so I'm taking the +4. I won't be shocked if they do win this. 49ers just a season from hell.
They're winning it. And you know what? I love it, man. I watched this 49 team get praised for being trash my whole life.
Fair.
Ain't won shit since Montana. I don't even count the Steve Young shit. Everybody be talking about Steve Young this, Steve Young that. Steve Young won 1 Super Bowl by himself. And then he got 3 rings because of Joe Montana. Anyway, long story short.
Montana.
Bears winning this game. Every single player I can name on the 49ers, overrated. Everyone. You can name.
Go down the list.
You can name a 3rd string punter, overrated. Chargers, baby. We're in for a damn beauty, if you ask me. Chargers +4 taking on the Chiefs. Plus 165 on the money line. Total set at 43 here. I kind of got a weird inkling, a weird feeling. This is going to be a game we look back on in 5 years and say that's the night Justin Herbert became Justin Herbert. I think he's going to
Ooh.
out Mahomes. I think he's going to get the ball with a minute left, down 2, and he's going to deliver a 20-19 victory, something crazy like that. Chargers. I'm on them, baby.
Yep. I agree. I'm on the 4, mainly just because the Chiefs don't cover in general, man. I'm tired of it. If they can't cover against the Panthers at 12 or whatever, 10, whatever the number was, we're just going to probably favor the rest of the season. I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs use their black magic to win again. I mean, that win against the Raiders was like, oh my God, come on. Like, how do they do that again? So, no, I just think I'm going to take the Chargers here. I think they truly do have a chance. If Vlad McConkey is hurt and doesn't fully play, I do like Will Dissly and Josh Palmer to take over and do some stuff there. Probably going to take some Noah Gray stuff for the Chiefs as well, but this is going to be a great game. I cannot wait to watch it, honestly. And, yeah, I'm going to be on Chargers +4, and I'm very, very excited to watch this game. Very, very excited.
Yeah. No, I'm geeked. I talked
Unlike
about,
Monday night.
Yeah, I talked about Packers Lions tonight being the funnest game. This is definitely 1A or 1B. They're both tied. Kind of a sandwich of the weekend. You get Thursday, you get Sunday, and then you get normal. Yeah.
We get the Simpsons though with Monday or Toy Story, whatever the hell they're doing. You know that's why they literally didn't move it out of the time slot.
No.
They didn't move this. They didn't flex this game out of Monday night because it took all that time for the animatronics and the animations and all that for the Simpsons stuff.
I had never even heard about it.
So I think they're doing you know how they did the Toy Story cast with how they had Andy's Room and all that on Nickelodeon forever ago?
No.
All right, so basically
what's your boy for the Bears? Tricky Trubisky, Nickelodeon Player of the Year.
Oh yeah, Mitch, that boy Mitch. No, in all honesty though, it's basically just what they do for it. It's basically just gonna be an animation thing. So there's gonna be a Simpson version of the game where you can I don't know if it's like a whole it's like basically Simpson themed.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason they didn't move this trash game. And it's just like, damn, of course this is the game they chose. Like, of course, Cowboys, Bengals.
I'm looking
tired of seeing these two teams in prime time, man. Fuck.
One reason only I'm looking forward to it. Only future I have.
Joey B, baby.
Only future I have left is Joey Burrow to throw some damn touchdowns, baby.
And he damn will.
I'm hoping he gets 4 or 5 against this damn Cowgirls team. 5.5, I don't know. I honestly think Bengals go crazy this game, though. This is the type of stuff the Bengals do. I can see them blowing the Cowboys out, and everybody's pissed off that they 5-8 instead of 85.
Yeah.
See, why can't we do this last week? Heartbreaking season, though.
For real, the Bengals have just been it's a stat that I heard that I gave out my show. So the Bengals the rest of the NFL is 501 when they score 33 more points. Obviously, I forget what the number is, but something in 1. When they score over 33 points, the Bengals this season, 2-4. For their 8 losses, they've scored 33 points in. I mean, that's just can't stop a nosebleed. So it just, and you know Zach Taylor ain't going to be gone, so they're going to probably get rid of Anarumo, and we're probably they just need to get rid of Zach Taylor. I think at this point, it's one of those things. It's just not worked. It's just not worked. But it's the Bengals, so they won't do that. I do like Jamar Chase to score in this game, though, and I also like Chase Brown to score for the Bengals. And we'll take some Jamar Chase stuff probably.
Yeah. No, Zach Taylor should have been gone 3 years ago, and this team probably be back in the Super Bowl. But they have had some weird injuries that saved him, saved the franchise. But now this season, fully healthy, I think they're looking at it like, yeah, this is who we are, and we don't like it.
And they haven't been to the Super Bowl since the Rams won it. It feels like the Rams won it ages ago. So it just tells you, they need to change some stuff up before they just get stuck in the mud and they just waste all these good years of Joe Burrow. Because this offense is they're not going to have T. Higgins next year. They're already going to look different. They got rid of Joe Mixon, who not starting to look like the best decision. I mean, Chase Brown's good. Don't get me wrong. He's been playing really, really good. But Joe Mixon's still that guy.
Joe Mixon's head and shoulders better than Chase Brown.
He's literally the reason that the Texans are going to win the division. Because without him, I mean, they'd be a horrible football team this year.
I will say this, though. To all the Bengals fans, keep your head up. I've seen this personally. I watched Drew Brees have the greatest seasons of all time, going 7-9, and eventually, you break through and you get screwed by the refs against the Rams. So there's always something to look forward to. Uh, we never got back to the mountaintop,
Man,
but there's hope, baby. Joey B, hopefully he has a long, luxurious career because the kid
hmm
is special.
it
Hopefully they
truly
get a better
is.
coach paired up with him, but you never know until
We're
you
looking at
know.
you, Mike Vrabel,
Dude,
Bill
I cannot
Belichick.
believe because in my opinion, I'm already hiring Mike Vrabel. I don't give a damn. Any team that wants to win and you don't have your guy, like I understand 49ers got Shanahan,
Yeah,
Chargers got Harbaugh, Reed and KC, but for the 15 teams that need a coach, I can't believe that call hasn't been made.
your team.
Oh, that's what I'm
Layup.
saying.
They need to get
We
him.
sitting there with Darren Rizzi.
Probably going to get Aaron Glenn.
Even if you don't hire Vrabel for the rest of this season, like hire him to be like day one after this season's over with. You're our head coach moving forward.
They really should. I'm shocked that he doesn't have a job.
Shocked. Man, real quick, I don't feel like doing a whole session. College basketball bets tonight. Purdue, money line. Xavier, money line. Both of those damn near even. Plus 115, plus 100. Purdue taking on Penn State. Xavier taking on TCU. We're taking both the road dogs tonight. Purdue and Xavier, baby. You got anything you want to tell the people before we get the hell up on out of here?
No, it's going to just be a great weekend. Hope everyone has an awesome weekend. Very excited for conference championship weekend. And man, you heard our guy. 5 weeks until NFL's over. Enjoy every moment we can, man.
You got to juice the fruit before the fruit rots. Thank you for coming on, big dog. I appreciate you every week.
My
The
guy.
talented Jaden Chandler Parnell. Check him out on YouTube, the JC Pod. Had some good stuff going on yesterday on the show I watched. My man, I appreciate you every week. I look forward to next week.
Much love, my guy. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Please take all these wagers at your own risk and please gamble responsibly. It's Captain by a Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. Stare Down Greatness.